Hey team, welcome back to another episode of the Jenn Commandments Podcast. I am your host, Jenn Wien. I'm an engineer currently working in Wisconsin. I grew up in the Chicagoland area and I went to college in Michigan. Yay!
Let's go.
Today I'll be talking to one of my babies from my first ever job slinging ice cream. Yes. Today I'll be talking to Kannon.
Hi.
Hey,
I'm Kannon.
how are you?
I'm good.
How was the trek over here?
You know, it's shout out my spouse for driving. Love them.
True.
But we just got ourselves a little Facebook Marketplace, little Ford Escape.
Yep.
The owner, we love her. And it's, we thought that the purchasing of the car went a little too smooth because things just can't always go right.
There's got to be a hiccup at least. At least one.
At least one. Like the kingdom has to crumble just a little bit.
Yeah.
And so we are filling out the insurance and everything, and we're looking at the title. The title's blank, not filled out.
Devastating. As a young person trying to be an adult for the first time, truly,
my lips started quivering. I was
what do I do?
Literally, what do I do? What does this mean? We literally.
What's the protocol, Reddit?
What do I do? I just stole a car. Basically, they think I stole a car. There is nothing proving that this car is ours.
That's okay.
It's fine. No, it's fine.
Contact. No blocked accounts.
No. Thankfully, we hit up that Facebook Messenger. Radio silence. No, it's fine. Yeah. It's fine. Let's just trek it back to Joliet. Joliet. Of course, it would happen in Joliet.
Of course.
So we went all the way back to Joliet, and we knocked on the door, and we're like, "Hey, can you sign this? Actually, it was never filled out, so nothing proves that the car's ours." And she's like, "Yeah, of course. Oh my goodness." Blah blah blah. Signed the paperwork. We're like, "Okay, word, bam, we got this." We trek it back to Chicago to the DMV.
Yep.
We hand them the title.
The one on Martin Luther King Drive.
Mm-hmm.
I love that one, honestly.
Honestly, it's my favorite.
I like going to that one.
Love the staff. They're so nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for being patient with me because I don't
know what's going on.
I don't. Take my hand, please.
I like that too. I'll submit. Truly.
No, literally, I'll burst into tears right
Please
in the middle
don't.
of this of this facility. I don't care. I don't care. I have no shame. So we hand her the title. Why did she sign where we were supposed to sign on the original title? Oh.
Did it happen in threes, or is that the last bad thing? Or is there
no, it gets worse.
Okay.
No, it actually gets worse.
Okay,
so
great,
they
great,
literally
great.
couldn't take that. We have to get it now that we had to add another.
So you have to hightail it back to
We had
Joliet.
to hightail it back to Joliet with a separate piece of paper that they have to sign to prove to correct the original error.
Oh,
went back to Joliet.
So redacted.
Yeah, exactly.
Cute.
Trekked it back to Joliet. They didn't answer the door. No one was home. So, here we are.
Yeah.
Here we literally are, but it's okay because we're here.
And they
the Jenn
Ubered here.
Right. Fiona, she's parked. She is in park.
Yep. True.
No,
and I know that's right.
Right. Thank you. But other than that, it was amazing.
But you're here.
I'm so happy.
Alas, you're here nonetheless.
Yes, exactly.
Very so grateful. So happy you're
grateful.
here.
Oh my
I haven't seen you in a long time.
Very long.
So I met you, we talked about it a little bit. You're one of my young from my first job.
Tiny.
Hi, sweet boy. I was being so bitchy before, now I'm like, hi.
Hey.
Yeah.
No, you weren't. You're perfect. He's just
okay, King, can you please?
You look at his little beard.
I know.
Oh,
isn't he so sweet? But you were one of the younger kids from my first job, your first job probably as well. I hope that you weren't working before that.
No, thank goodness.
You were how old?
14.
Right. And it's that job's a different culture than I think we were used to.
Just a little bit.
That was my first that was my first introduction to like, oh, this is how the rest of the world is for real.
Like, it was a bit of a reality check. I was like, oh, no, exactly.
Oh,
no,
this is where I am on the totem pole. I totally get it.
I understand. No, right. I'm just climbing. I'm trying to climb.
Yeah. How did you? Okay, so what were you like back then? Would you say, and how do you honor that person today?
You know, I was annoying as shit. I can't even lie. Like I feel like I was annoying as shit.
It's not a crime.
But also every single no, every single 14-year-old is annoying.
Correct.
Like,
Correct.
Everyone is annoying as fuck.
And there were people there who were older working there.
Right.
And like, babe, this is also a young person job. So like there's going to be some annoying people there. Maybe we have some patience for them. They're not going to maybe know how to talk to customers and stuff. Yeah, I know.
Like, oh my gosh, like maybe.
Just maybe.
Maybe, just maybe.
We have some fucking decorum and patience.
And patience for a new employee.
Yeah.
Literally the first job. Like, it's just like any other job. Yeah, you literally like you teach someone like how it works.
Yeah.
And I also just think me pre-transition was just so like not me. Yeah. Because I also like, I feel like just like the atmosphere I was surrounded by. Yep. I was not open-minded, and like
same sort of.
I was not as like I grew so much, and especially like back then, like oh my goodness. Like I especially like oh my goodness, like especially like feeling like only getting like acceptance because or like people finally liking me at like work or that like at our first job because like they found out I was like queer.
Really?
Yeah, like
that earned you some sort of credit or something, you think?
It was like really weird, especially because I think I like didn't know who I was, and like back then I was a little fucking hey mama was lesbian.
And as you should, everyone should have
pipeline. It needs to be studied. But no, and it was like, and it was just so confusing. Like I literally feel like I didn't know who I was until I like left my dad's house, started testosterone, and like stopped being like just such like so like just ignorant, especially when you surround like especially like there was someone like who was close to me who when I first came out as trans and everything thought that it was so fucking weird, didn't like call me by my didn't call me
preferred name. Yeah.
Lo and fucking behold, a year and a half later, there they come out, they're trans. I was like, oh, crazy.
I know. It's a lot of internalized stuff.
It's so right.
It's hard.
Like, I was there. So like, I get it. I was there. But it's like, now I just like look back and I'm like, oh my goodness. I like didn't know who I was. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I just like didn't know. But I feel like a part of me like, especially like I hate like the whole like thing that like like trauma makes you stronger and like that like okay well I didn't need to go through that like,
I agree. Yeah
but like being at like my dad's and like literally just having to like hold on, be like no,
just make it through
like literally just make it through. You're gonna start testosterone one day, king. Like trust. And I think I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So when did that sort of start? When did those feelings start to happen for you, do you think? Was it pre-working at our first job?
Yeah. Because I knew really, really like young. And like but at like that time, identifying as a masked lesbian, people didn't think I was weird because if I dressed like a little more like masculine or like it was kind of like, you know,
it was more acceptable.
It was inching towards what I wanted.
Yeah.
But I always knew from like the jump. Like I remember like being like 3.
Sure.
Yeah, my mom would recall like moments like me being as young as 3, and I would just like I always just naturally gravitated towards like boy things. But I literally remember going to the park with my brothers and like telling everyone my name was Michael and I'm a boy.
Okay,
and
period.
like
Michael was your preferred name.
Yeah, I don't know why Michael. Like the fuck.
Yeah.
My name's Kannon now. Oh my gosh, am I allowed to curse on this?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
okay. Word.
Yeah, dude. I don't make any money, by the way. I do this shit for fun.
Yes.
No.
True.
Yeah. So we do whatever the hell we want. So, okay, before we move any further, something I want to identify through is some like vocabulary. So
True.
the reason I know about this is because I went through like extensive resident assistant training. And so we go through like extensive like gender training, that sort of stuff.
Right.
Like, because you're literally housing people, so you have to make sure everyone feels accepted and welcome in their space.
Right.
You know,
you gotta know everybody.
Yeah. So that, I thought that was a really valuable. I wish that was something that was more standard, because if you're going to be living in the dorms, then like you should also have to adhere to those sort of rules. You know.
Right.
But anyway,
No,
so okay, sex is what you're assigned, right? It's
Yeah.
like either male or female.
Yeah, like if you've ever heard the term AFAB,
Yeah,
that's
assigned female at birth. Right.
AMAB, assigned male at birth.
Right.
And yeah, so like sex would be like, yeah, what?
Yeah.
Like,
And then there's intersect, like there's other
Mhm.
variation.
Absolutely.
Then there's gender or gender identity. And that is like what you prefer or how you present yourself, or it doesn't have to be presenting, but like how you identify and how you would like to be like talked to as. And then I had another one. Okay, and then just sexual orientation is like who you're attracted to.
Yeah, which I feel like people think that like gender and sexual orientation like overlap when
they're very different. For some people, they're
Right,
linked.
Absolutely.
But it doesn't have to be. Yeah.
So true.
So just wanted to set the language for the rest of the episode. So you said you knew pretty early. Sorry, I look like a grandma right now.
What am I reading glasses?
So so you sort of already answered this, but so did you go through a phase then where you thought that transness and then sexual orientation were linked, and did you have times where you're like, okay, because I identify as a man, or I want to be like a more mask, then I have to like girls?
Yes. Oh my gosh, this is like my favorite question, because I feel like my experience is like flip-flopped from what I've heard about like from so many other like trans guys and stuff. Like, so I always knew from like when I was like tiny, obviously raised as a little girl, a knight in shining armor. I always knew I liked boys, had little crushes on boys when I was tiny. And then it like transpired obviously as like I grew older, like exactly like as like, sorry, I didn't think of my wording.
No, you're good. Take your time. Yeah, we're in no rush, really.
No, so true. But so I always knew that, and then like it got to a point where it's like, okay, I got to a point where I was able to have a space around me where I was able to put my like feelings to a name, transgender. I realized I was trans. And I think it was really, really confusing, because when I had to live with my dad, I had to like identify. I couldn't like transition. I was forced to like present as a girl. So like I just told like friends and like identified as like a mass lesbian, like I said. So I would like be able to get away with like dressing masculine and stuff. But it was, and like I always thought girls were so pretty. I always thought girls were so pretty. But I would, back then, I would never ever get like close to a girl, or like I would be a touch me not. No, please God,
I'm scared.
Marty, I'm scared. Like So then
true me.
Like and girls are so pretty. Guys are different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's easier. It's
Right.
different.
Like and then I was able to transition, and I started testosterone. And I think because I transitioned kind of like by myself. There was no one around me that was like trans. My mom was like supportive to like a degree, but like I was basically figuring it all out on like my own.
Sure.
And at the time, I passed more as a gay male than a straight guy.
Sure.
And so I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I
that's
guess
real. That's a part of it I didn't really even think about.
Yeah. And it was like, and it's weird that like having to like switch that like way how society views me, because this might be a controversial take when y'all say, oh, when some trans men cannot always be included in the not all men, because I was raised as a woman. I experienced womanhood. I have experienced sexual harassment.
Yeah.
All the things. And like, I think that's what makes you like me. I feel like not to say like, oh, trans men are so better. That's not what I'm saying.
But there's like a level of understanding that might be there.
Exactly. That's it's like different, and like, especially like cis men will never get like how scary it is like walking home, like at night and stuff like that. So it was like so interesting, like having to not only switch like how I always thought like, oh, I always thought I was attracted to guys, how I viewed myself, but also a switch on like how society views me. And so I didn't feel comfortable to like the point to like really like start talking to girls or feel comfortable until I had gotten top surgery. I got top surgery in April of 2023, and I've been on testosterone for like 4 or 5 years. So I've been passing now like
for
for a while. So like it's not like I can get clocked easily.
And like also I feel, in my opinion, I think that you could also be like, I'm more comfortable in myself, and so that makes me more confident to even talk to women in the first place. I think that could be a part of it too.
Absolutely, because I always thought like, obviously like everyone thinks they're like ugly when they're like a teenager, but it's like, oh my god, like
you have a delayed teenage phase.
Delayed. Like my first were on puberty when they were 20. Come on now.
I think that most men have a rough. I think most men aren't cute until they're like 30 anyway.
Exactly. No, true. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so like I just got to a point now, like actually seeing
There's
the
still
changes.
Time, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you.
We're still in the works. Don't worry.
I'm talking shit.
I started testosterone and I was like, and got my yiddies chopped off for $40,000.
That's insane.
Shout out Lauren Schechter at Rush University, Chicago, though.
Oh my god, you know that TikTok thing where they'd be like, under the skin? You could do the opposite trend. That would be so cute.
You genius. You marketing genius. I know, that's right. Yeah. Write that down. Pen and paper, quickly.
Aw. Holy shit.
Yeah. So like,
how do you even go about, like, obviously you knew that was the decision that you needed to make for yourself, but like how do you go about financing something? Like, how do you even approach that?
Oh my goodness.
Financial decision. You know what I mean?
It was crazy, especially since like I only thought it was going to be about $10,000, which is still crazy,
that's what that's what a boob job is. Like, what's the?
You literally get charged like it was $10,000 was like the surgery in itself. $30,000 on the bill was like equipment, like the sterilization, like all these insane like other things.
Stuff.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, holy shit, what do you mean? And so I remember like I genuinely thought I wasn't gonna get top surgery until I was like 30, like because I thought I wasn't gonna like.
And I'm sure that's devastating to like try to have to battle with, of like that just might be the reality of it though,
right? Because I'm like especially like I had Bean at the time, like I still have Bean, my dog, like
baby boy,
my sweet baby boy.
Yeah, we'll talk about that
so much. But like I was only like worried about like I was only just financing myself. I was financing my son and like having to make sure he was taken care of, and like all these other things, and like adulting, school, like where was the time to
It's
even
scary.
like begin?
Right.
And especially with like my dad, me and my dad haven't spoken.
Right. Let's talk about let's backtrack a little bit.
Yeah,
we haven't really talked
context.
about it.
Yeah.
So we've alluded to it a little bit. I didn't know to the extent that the relationship could be that it was as it was. I knew that it was probably rough because that's always the red string that pulls me towards people. I'm like, we see each other. I'm like, too, right? Oh, I see it. I know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so how do you want to talk about that? Do you want to talk about it? You don't have to go into detail. I know he's a police officer. Yeah. Yes.
I think so. Still.
Yeah. And you had was it always tumultuous? Always a rough relationship?
Always. Yeah. Because he like wasn't even like really around. Like him and my mom, the raw. Like I still like question like how they got together. True. But like was very like absent. Like Like I feel like I didn't really like see him constantly until like I had to move in with him, which was out of my control. I didn't want to do that.
So you had to move in with. So what do you mean?
My mom was going through some financial stuff because he never paid child support because he is a cop, so he got out of that.
Right.
Because he knows like everybody.
If you know someone, you know someone.
Yeah.
If you know,
why do cops know everybody? They know everybody and their mother.
They can't. Yeah.
It upsets me.
Sure.
So he never paid my poor mother child support, and so homegirl had a break, and she said, "You need to get on." Yeah, I said, "Word,
come pick these kids up."
She dropped us off at his parents' house.
Tired.
Mm-hmm. She dropped us off and threw that bitch in reverse.
Sometimes
I said, "Girl, you need to do." I said, "Girl, I understand. We were not easy children."
I feel that way too.
But yeah, we should have been in therapy when we were really young. But it's okay, girl.
True.
It's all right.
True.
It happens.
It happens. There's warning signs, I'm sure.
Exactly.
That's all right. So you left when did you leave? I know it was before you were 18.
Yeah, I was like just on the cusp of like turning 18, and this was when we were doing e-learning. It was, oh my goodness, it was over the summer, and I remember it so vividly because he had just woken me up that morning at 7 a.m. and dragged my ass out of bed screaming at me because I hadn't done my American government like summer work.
Not American government.
A push shudders. Like, oh no, I was sick to my stomach.
Yeah,
I was like, what are you talking about?
You said that. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. I was like, we got other priorities. Me too, Dante.
True.
That's exactly how I was like when I was dragged out my motherfucking bed.
Right.
And so I remember being like at home, like at the kitchen counter, like doing like that homework, and he burst through the door and he's like, "So you want to move in with your mom?" I said, "Yeah."
Are you offering?
Like, is this a joke? Where are the cameras? Like, you've been talking to your mom? I said, yeah. When I can.
Right.
Freak. Literally.
Is it okay? Can I talk to my mom?
Can I do that?
Is that okay?
I have to ask your permission.
Bro.
And so
one time, can I interject?
Absolutely.
One time I got into a car accident and I had my mom call my dad on the phone that he pays for me. Mm-hmm. And then I got yelled at because my mom should not be using the phone that he pays for. After I got into a car accident, dog. That was his priorities.
Right.
Anyway, go on.
Thank you for that.
Just had to interject.
No, I'm mad for you.
Yeah. Men are crazy. Sorry.
Absent fathers are so sick and twisted.
Yeah. Because who are you?
The audacity of them, shocks me every time.
They're insane. He burst through the door.
And he was like, "I've been talking to your mom. You want to move back in with your mom?" I was like, "Please."
Yeah.
And then he told me to go pack my shit, and so I literally did.
Said, okay.
And did. It's so psychotic. Him and my stepmom like stood over me. Like I was like just shoving my shit in garbage bags. I was like,
"Yep,
this is weird.
Yep,
this is weird."
That's that power shit.
Yeah, I was like, You will not break me.
No.
I am going to Maureen. Thank you.
And bless her.
And did. Shout out her for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Addiction. So the next part of the story for me.
So true.
Yeah, for me.
The best part.
And honestly, I wasn't. This was when I was already off to college. This is past my time at that job, so I don't really know about your guys's all dynamics that happened once I was gone. I know that I loved you all, and I know that I watched a lot of stuff from afar, and a lot of stuff happened.
A lot of regrettable decisions were made when I was 17 years old.
Sure. Yeah. And that. Yeah. Hey. You did the best.
I tried.
We all do the best we can with our circumstances, dude.
So sorry.
So, what do you think is a common misconception with addiction? You went through addiction early in life, so I don't know. Do you think that there's a difference between going through addiction early or then harboring adult stuff and then going through addiction?
Yeah.
Talk through that a little bit.
I remember we was talking about this, especially when I went to rehab, and obviously I would gravitate towards the younger, in my age group, and we always talked about how NA or AA meetings, sometimes with older folks or people who are older in going through addiction or have gone through and still maintaining sobriety, it's very different because mostly this is not everyone, because everyone's addiction is different, but a lot of times older addicts, it's mostly alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And versus now it's there are a million things to get addicted to.
Oh my God,
a million ways to get them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely a little bit of a difference. And I think especially when you're going through addiction, your fellow addict friends are sometimes the only people you have. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's always a huge misconception that I don't know, being, especially being young.
Yeah.
I just think a lot of people think that addicts choose this life or choose to go through addiction.
No, that's your support system.
Yeah, that's the only people you have and the only people who genuinely get it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I don't know. Sometimes I wish people just could see it through our eyes, because I'm still paying for things that
sure
I fucked up with my addiction. If I didn't get addicted to become an addict, I would be in college. I would already be completing my college degree.
Sure.
I would probably be having an amazing job. But then it's also I can't
harbor that. Yeah, you can't think about that. That's not the reality.
That's not the reality.
So we can try now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's so many other things wouldn't have happened.
Sure.
If I didn't take the path that I did. Goddamn, it was rough, but it definitely again, I hate the whole trauma makes you who you are, but it plays so much into how you carry yourself,
right?
Especially as a man. I try and carry myself so much differently.
Yeah.
Now, as a man.
How do you think that those going through it sucks that trauma makes you stronger or whatever, but what do you think some of those benefits are? Would you say
going through abuse?
Sure.
I can take a punch. And it literally makes me, I'm afraid of nobody. I'm literally
I sort of have that too. Yeah.
Oh, you're raising your voice at me? Okay.
Yeah.
You called me especially me and my partner literally got hate crimes a month ago of some guy literally calling us faggots and following us in the car. I'm
holy shit.
Sorry, wait. Slur.
Right. Hey,
halt,
guess
slur.
What?
It is one I can't
I'm
say.
willing to risk my life for this. I promise. That's so funny.
So it was you know who I am?
Right.
That's literally, you only say that.
Let's go toe to toe.
Literally, quickly. So it's stuff like that. No one scares me, and especially being as a man, it's the dopest feeling. Being especially since most of my friends are girls.
Sure.
I love that girls feel safe around me.
Yeah,
that girls
absolutely.
can ask me to hold their drink. Or even me and my partner Bailey were at the train station, and this guy was being really weird to this girl, and she felt comfortable enough to come over to us and ask for help. And that's what I strive to be. And it's
period.
And I strive to be that because of the shit I went through, and being at rock bottom with like addiction, man, you gotta pull yourself up. You gotta pull up your bootstraps.
It is hard. It's so hard.
But it's so worth it, and like
it
the
is
best feeling.
So the next question like leads into, do you think that those addictive like personality traits, for me, I know that they also manifest into like my friendships with people or my romantic relationships with people. Like I am codependent in a lot of ways because so how do you I've heard like a couple opinions about codependence. How do you feel about it?
Okay, this is a really good question because I'm in the happiest relationship of my life after going through one of the worst heartbreaks that I literally thought was going to put me in the goddamn grave.
Sometimes they feel like that.
Sometimes they literally
they
feel
almost
like
always
that.
do for me.
Yeah.
That's part of the addictive personality thing.
Yeah. Sorry, babe. Like I become obsessed. I fear.
Yeah, I fear I'm a little crazy.
I fear like just a tad bit, and so
it's good to be aware.
It's exactly like I'm self-aware, and like also like I don't know, maybe it's because maybe I still need to like work through my codependency, but I feel like there are levels of it that are like it's different for everyone.
Yeah,
like I was really codependent with my ex because we did not talk and communicate the way that we should have. So she was backing away and I was grasping and grasping and grasping and not giving maybe the space or the time allotted that is needed for like communication. So it's like looking back on that, it's like, fuck, like again, this is like I'm still paying for my addiction and things and the choices that I've made.
Yeah.
But then it's like I look at like my relationship now, like me and Bailey have only been together 2.5 months. But I was going through a situation at home, got kicked out the house. Me and Bailey now live together.
Sure.
Me and Bailey live together. Me and Bailey talk about marriage.
Okay. Okay.
A lot of
great
people,
question then.
right?
Great thing to address. Yeah. And no judgment. There's never judgment.
Thank you. I feel so safe.
You're safe.
But
you're safe here.
That's what I'm saying. Like the different, like it's so.
I'd be trusting queer people more than I'd be trusting.
Queer people, like lesbians.
I like Gabby and Robbie did it.
Thank you. My besties Jenna and Lex love those lesbians. They literally they found love in October. We're dating in November. Thank you. Like Lex asked Jenna in November. Like thank you.
Yeah.
Moved in. Like love them bad.
And like listen, do what you need to do. I'm not here.
That's what I'm saying.
But I also it's something I wanted your opinion first because like I've heard people be like, well, if we're both this way and it makes both of us comfortable with the relationship, then I guess that like we're both comfortable with it. Right. Then it's fine. And it's a healthy situation. And I'm always between like, okay, do I unlearn it or do I just accept the crazy and like
right. It's like, damn, I know balance is key, but at what cost?
Right. Do I just settle into being crazy or do I just you know?
And that's why like shout out therapy for real, because being taking care of yourself mentally, like you're able to identify like you said, it's good to be self-aware. I'm self-aware, so I can identify like maybe like areas where I'm like, all right, codependency, it's acting a little crazy. Like
maybe we should talk about it or something.
Maybe like let's sit down and talk about this. But like I've never been loved the way Bailey loves me.
Cute.
So it's like, yeah, I want to talk about marriage with you. Like you're the only one I like can see like my life, like me spending the rest of my life with.
Right.
But it's like other people, it's like, okay, that can feel a lot like that can be like triggering for some people. That can feel like love bombing, So it's like codependency at your cost, basically. Just kidding.
High risk, high reward. I don't know.
Exactly. Balance is key. You just gotta find the right person.
You're so
who
funny.
accept the crazy.
Oh my god. So we talked about your dad a little bit. Do you want to talk about your sister?
Oh my god, my sweet baby angel. I love her so much, and in another life, she's my daughter. I swear to God.
I know. Do you want to give some context?
So, as we all know, as we said, I moved out of my dad's house when I was just shy of turning 18, so I was still 17. And I have a baby sister through my dad and my stepmom there, and she was born when I was 14. Yeah, I was 14. We have a 14-year age gap.
My brother and I have a 16-year age gap.
Twin. Yeah. I know that's right.
It's a fun dynamic, sort of.
It is. I really do love it, especially since I was the youngest, like with my mom and my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and my mom wasn't gonna like have any more kids. Right. So I was so like bummed out at the idea that I would never get to be like a big brother.
Sure.
But I did get to be a big brother, and
Right.
I am a big brother. I'm still a big brother.
Yeah.
I just unfortunately cannot see her because my dad does not allow me.
Yeah. How old does she know?
8, I think. Yeah,
So,
7 or 8. She's like, oh, she's so perfect.
I know.
Yeah,
it sucks. Is there anything?
Raised her.
I know. I know.
There would literally be nights where like my stepmom and my dad would like be out like partying, like at what's it called, where all the freaking all the teachers went and everything. I forget what it's called.
Did y'all have a different one for Bloom? Because for Trail it was Northwoods and Crete, but like Bloom probably had their own.
Yeah, we did. It was like this like I forget what it was called.
They would be doing messy shit in the bar in town.
In town. Do you have no decorum?
Go to the town over at least.
You teach. You're teaching biology tomorrow morning. What are you talking about?
You're cheating.
You're cheating. You're messaging underage girls.
Dude, so when I was a freshman, there were fights every day.
Oh yeah.
It got better throughout my years, but like my freshman year was rough. And when there were fights in the hallway and I was walking to class, I'd be like, Jerry. I loved going to school there. Oh, honestly,
I love Bloom.
Yeah,
I loved Bloom so much, and I will die on that hill. Especially
it was fun.
The teachers. I'm sorry, the teachers there.
Well, because like
they were like the first people I came out to.
Legally, I probably shouldn't talk about too much, but
my brother's gonna be a lawyer. I got us. Nobody's going to jail.
But I don't know. Like a lot of them know that they don't give a fuck. So they know that.
Yeah.
So like they try to care as much as they can. Most of them.
Yeah.
But they know at the end of the day, they ain't got shit that they can offer us really. So they try their best. Sometimes they're not perfect about it.
No, they go about it. That's why there's only 2 that I truly fuck with.
But they're the ones that they were your original safe spaces.
Yeah, they were like, and it's like even like now I have them on like Facebook and like I be peeping it. I'm like, all right. You're getting it together and you like have your priorities straight and like especially seeing like teachers like now, especially in like today's political climate, being like supporting like fuck ICE, supporting trans,
and it's
students.
So community specifically in Chicago Heights.
Exactly, and that's why it's so damn important. It is so damn important to be like. That's why I loved going to school there. Like literally the community. Yeah, it hits so different.
That's another thing that's been big for you always from the time I've known you is you've always sort of spoken up for things. Is there anything like, it's hard because a lot of people, especially in the Chicagoland area, because it is a blue state, don't really feel like they have to care.
Yeah.
They're like, well, it goes the way that I think it should go. So like, I don't need to vote. I don't need to like, why do you know that it's important? I guess.
I like.
And then like, why is it important to you? I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not because it's like, I feel like it ties definitely into like the fact that I've experienced, like I've gone through life not only as like now like as a man, but like as a woman. And so it's like, I feel like I was like just radicalized very early. And especially being raised by like a single mom, I have always like valued like women and like that was my favorite thing, I think, to like learn as like a guy, to like the flowers, to like get a girl, how to like talk to a girl, like just how to like be nice, and just I think that's like the standard.
Not
of, like,
that hard. Yeah.
It's like to just like be nice,
present.
Exactly. And it's like it not only affects me, like I think about everyone, and it's like even like like, and it's so like disappointing to be living in like a blue state and to like see the people that are like, well, I mean, it's working for me, so like I'm just chilling, I don't need to vote, I don't need to, but like you do, like you do, and
you need to have conversations.
You need to have conversations, and oh my goodness, I drop people for not speaking up about trans rights. I drop people if they do not share a single thing about what is going on in today's world. I don't care that you care about the beauty of your Instagram beauty page more than people dying in Gaza. I really don't care.
That's sort of crazy.
Yeah, like, and it's like shit, and
it's
like
that. It's like sort of like, for me, I'm like, it ain't much, but it's honest work. You know,
it does not take a lot.
Because I don't know if it's really doing anything. So I get the argument, I guess, but like, if it's doing nothing, then it shouldn't be an issue to do it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Especially in like the age of like technology and
it's
like
pretty
the internet.
Quick. That post to story is like it's a 2-click.
Literally, if you can post like 9 times a day about like how to wash your hair, I think you can just hit a little.
You can manage.
You can just do a little.
Just one a day or something.
Just please, like just have morals. Oh my goodness.
Because like it just, you're encouraging other people to at least care a little. Because like the more people that they see other people caring, they're like, oh, maybe I should too.
Maybe I should. Oh, it doesn't directly affect me, but I should like care that like children are starving, or that the whole like debate about like kids, like the free lunch like program at schools. Are you joking? Are you actually joking?
And
like I was that kid that needed that free lunch. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, like, y'all were not
radicalized. And by the way, the free lunch that we received at Bloom and Broom Trail were crazy. So
crazy work.
So, you know, it ain't much, but it's honest work.
It is honest work. And it's like, and I think going to like a school like that is like underfunded,
it teaches you a lot.
It teaches you so much. And I think it like opens your eyes to like care about other people, because it's like, damn, we're suffering in this school, but we're suffering together.
It's crazy. We talked, our first job was sort of my first introduction to how money can affect the way that you grow up. Like I guess I didn't like super realize that was the difference between us and our peers, and why I felt different and like didn't fit into them as much. But like it wasn't until college that I really was like, oh, I didn't come. My school was I didn't know, almost. Like I guess I knew that like we were low income enough that like everyone got free lunch, but I didn't really know what that meant. You know. So did that change happen for you once you moved back in with your mom? When did you sort of realize that like, oh, where I grew up before is an underfunded community? You know?
Yeah, no. And it's like,
it's a weird realization. And I think everyone who comes from where we come from either have it and like it really changes them, or they never really.
It's never really grasped
like that the rest of the world doesn't live like that.
It's
it's not that it's a negative, that doesn't mean like derogatory.
No.
Just that like you don't have to live like that. If you don't want to, you can move away.
You can. You have free will. I promise.
Just try.
Go. It makes such a difference.
Yeah, go visit someplace. You know,
take a little trip. Treat yourself.
See how somebody else is like experiencing life. Exactly. You know, and not that the way that we're experiencing life is wrong. No. But there are other ways.
Change is not always bad.
Yeah.
And that's a really tough like realization to come to. But like. You gotta do it.
Was it so for you? When do you think you had that?
I feel like icky saying this.
Sure.
I feel like
for me, I felt like it was late, so I feel some shame about it. Don't worry.
Pookie, never. This is a safe space. I feel like I always knew because of the ignorance that I was surrounded by.
I think I played into the ignorance a little bit. Like I benefited from the ignorance. Like I was a white woman, a straight presenting white woman at the time. Like very scared and like raised in a Christian household. So I was like I played it. I was like, I know how to play this game and I play that shit well.
Playing that shit well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stack the cards. I know that's right.
Right. So I don't know. For me, it was like late and I had to unlearn first.
Yeah.
That I was a part of the system had to crumble before I finally was like, oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Never apologize ever. No, but that makes so much sense because I feel like I remember this unit in APLAC. Mm-hmm. We read this book called The New Jim Crow. And it literally like talks about like so much about like how normalized kind of like racism is today and like the legal system and everything. And so it's like I feel like because I always wanted to take like classes like that and like learn stuff like that because of how ignorant the amount of ignorance and it wasn't just like uneducated it was malicious like racism and just ignorance for anyone who wasn't straight, cis, and white. And so and especially knowing like I knew for like to myself that true.
1 second. Our little C's is here.
Brief intermission.
All right, we're back. So we were talking about racism. Do you want to continue? I sort of lost the train of thought.
Me as well. But I think the moral of the story, we were radicalized.
True. True. I was radicalized by college for sure. And people be thinking that's a negative thing. No. They're like, they're brainwashing. And them colleges where they educate.
God forbid someone just learns and grows.
Learns systematic issues. Is there anything, going back to your sister a little bit, is there anything that you hope that she knows?
Oh my God, I hope that she knows that I love her so much. And I think of her literally every single second of every single day. And the second she turns 18, I am reaching out.
Of course.
I'm finding her on the Instagram, the face of the book.
True.
Something somewhere. I'm like, Pookie, they lied. They lied. I didn't just dip.
You gonna be in there like somewhere.
Right. Trust. But yeah, she's my best friend. Love and miss her. True. And like I said, in another life, she is my daughter. That's my twin for real. And I think it's the cutest thing ever because when she was born, she had like red hair and everyone was like, what the hell? Where'd this red hair come from in this Greek baby? Right. And when I dyed my hair blonde, it took as like a strawberry blonde. So I have notes of red in my hair. So
cute
she got it
twins.
from me. My twin.
Cuties.
Yeah.
Love that. We love her. Hope you're doing okay.
Hope you're doing okay, Queen. I think of you every day. Trust.
Yeah, I'm sure it's rough. You've been in speaking of which, you've been in therapy for a long time.
I have. I've been in therapy since I first got out of rehab.
Okay. So what age? So we could talk about that a little bit. What age did you go into rehab for the first? We talked about addiction. Yeah. Do you want to talk about like your experiences with rehab? Because I know that you loved it.
Yeah, I say that all the time, and people are like, "What?" Like it's always thought of as like a negative thing, which is really upsetting because obviously I know like not every addict has like the best experience at a rehab, but I was 18 when I went the first time. I spent my 19th birthday in that hoe.
Okay, period.
But it was fine. They made like a sign for my door, and it was really, really cute. And we got to watch a movie and have cupcakes.
Very nice. Very nice.
I met so many fun, like, there were so many queer people. Like, all of the, like, staff were, like, masked lesbians. Loved it so bad. Me and lesbians are like this.
I love people who have no need for men.
No.
Just absolutely no need for them.
I love it so much.
Yeah. So you've been in therapy since you've been out of rehab. What are your biggest benefits? And then do you think there are any drawbacks?
Oh, that's a good question. My biggest benefits, I think it's just nice, like, I was someone who like my parents did not like really set me up for anything.
Right.
And so like adulthood, oh my God, has been kicking my ass. Like moving out. Are you joking?
Yeah.
What are we talking about right now? Rent?
Right.
The
like financing anything.
everything, like figuring all this shit out. So I think just having someone like guidance, an adult who is like guidance, someone to hold me accountable.
Yep.
Because I struggle with holding myself accountable really bad.
Yep.
And especially like as someone who's like a professional and someone who's holding me accountable in like not a malicious way and like not like being like mean about it. Cause like I always thought like
accountability was like rude, like inherently
like being
mean.
yelled at, right? Or like being mean, but no, it's just you just gotta learn. And just like especially with like how awful this sounds like so pick me, but like how awful like men are just in general, and like how and like I used to date men, so like I've like witnessed it like firsthand. A man who is not like emotionally like does not know how to regulate his emotions.
Real rough.
It's real damn rough out here. I was never wanted to be like that. So like especially like someone who does struggle with like especially being on testosterone, like I was so angry the first month of testosterone. Oh my goodness. About that.
Literally.
So it's like testosterone crazy. Testosterone crazy. So like therapy has just been it's just been like progress. Right. That's literally like all it is for me, and I love it so much, and just like me just growing. But if there's a drawback, sometimes in the like relationship aspect, because I do feel like especially being like when we were talking about like codependency, I feel like it is very different with like queer couples versus like heteronormative like cis hetero couples. And so it's like if I told Emily that I'm living with Bailey, right, she would be like, let's talk about it, right? But you know, I would be able to like explain to her like, hey, I know this looks a little sus at first, but like this works for us right now. Like we love each other like so much, like we are willing, like we've already been having like the difficult conversations, like we know how to communicate with each other. So it's like, Emily, please just give it a chance.
Give us a try. I know. I'm that friend too. I'm so like, all right. If you say so.
How this works out.
Yeah. And it, like, it's both positive and negative. You know, it goes both good and bad.
Exactly. Yeah. Balance is key. Like we said, this is the theme. Balance is key.
Correct. Tell me about your job and your pets.
Oh my god.
They kind of go hand in hand, but like they're sort of
they are. I love my job. I work at a little supplement store, a little health food store. I've worked there coming up on my second or third year. I don't know. The days all blend together. Right. Everything blends together. But I love it so much, especially since I love the small business like aspect. Sure. Can't work for a corporation. Oh it's rough. My gosh. Yeah. It's rough out here. And so like I also love a job where I can like learn, especially since I'm not in school right now. Like I love to always like learn, and like holistic healing. I'm sorry.
Very cool.
It's
so cool.
That is so cool, especially since I can use it for like my dogs too.
I took a health and religion class in college. It was really cool. It was online, but it was still like learning about how in the eastern part of the world, like how your mind and body are taken into account in addition to just your body when you go to the doctor. Like they don't just ask you about the symptoms that you're facing. They also ask you like, hey, what's been going on also.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, it was such notes. It was a fun class to take. So holistic health is so cool and it, unfortunately not very supported here.
Not at all, which is like really like upsetting. Like so many of our customers, we'll always tell them, because we're not like doctors, so like if they're already on like other medications, we'll just be like, you know, just double check with the healthcare provider, because we wouldn't know of like any interactions. And they're like, and how many times customers are like, no, like I don't feel like comfortable, or like my doctor's like mean about it, or da da da. I'm like, damn, like this shit works, like trust, like take my hand, like trust.
I know, dude. It's weird. It's like a Western superiority thing. But
real bad.
Yeah, you worked at a grooming shop at some point, though,
I
too.
worked at
Yeah.
a little grooming salon, which was literally the coolest thing ever. And I learned so much about dogs. And I
Yeah.
love dogs. They're like my special interest. I love them so much. And I learned so much about like dog breeds and like how to care for dogs and like all these things. And it's so cool. And like I'm starting up my own dog sitting business.
Cute.
So I can like add like grooming in there as well. And it's like I just love dogs and I know so much about them and I got like so much like breed experience and like because the owner of the shop was a groomer and she's like a world renowned groomer.
That's
Like
so
literally
cool.
is known around the world. Shout out Tammy Sear, love you girl.
Shout out.
Shout out her, but
So
yeah,
cute.
she's cool as fuck, and I learned so much from that job. And that's where I got one of my dogs, Callie.
Yeah,
That's
Callie.
where I got Miss Callie.
You want to talk about being in Cali?
Okay, I love them so much. They are so perfect, and literally, oh my goodness, I got Miss Callie. It was so funny. I literally didn't even ask my mom when this lady had her and would bring her in for like nail trims like once a month. And Callie like really liked me when she came to the counter. Cute. So like she came in for like the second or third month and asked me if I wanted her because she had to give her away. Right. I was like crazy working. She's like, "You're the first person I thought of." I was like, "What?" She's like, "If not, I have to bring her to the shelter." I'm like, "I'll kill you."
Right.
Hand her over.
Yeah, I'll
like,
take her.
If
that's the other option, I'll take her.
If that is the other option, I will take her. Didn't ask my mom or anything. My dog Bean used to be very, very dog reactive because he was used in fighting, and he was actually attacked by a black lab the first year he moved in with me. So all our progress was just backwards.
Sure.
But he's a survivor. My sweet baby boy. He's literally so perfect. I love him so much.
True.
But I just brought her home, and I think because she's like so tiny, he didn't feel like threatened by her. But I think she genuinely helped him so much. Because,
yeah, absolutely.
Like now he doesn't care. Like I have a big black lab that I watch, Archie. They are like two bachelors. Like it is the most
cute.
rewarding thing to like watch, and like especially as someone who like I'm not like a really like manly guy. Like I don't do like cars or like building
dude shit.
I don't do the dude
boy
shit. Yeah. I can't. The most I like to do is like climb a tree or like toss around a little ball or something.
Nature walk maybe here and there. Yeah.
So I don't really have like really a lot of like hobbies or like talents, but I do with like my dogs, and it's so fun to like train them and like work with them. And I want to get like Bean in like protection training for like the longest.
That'd be cool.
I want to own a Belgian Malinois, like my dream dog. But no, it's just like so rewarding, and especially like dogs, just like they don't judge you. Dogs are so cool.
Yeah.
Like everyone thinks like I feel like some people think I'm like crazy when I'm like, no, like I only stayed sober because of Bean. Like I had nothing. For real. I get that. My son, like I had to get sober for him. Yeah. And it's like so rewarding to like have someone.
Yeah. Well, and it's like I'm like, well, I at least have to get up. You know what I mean?
Like I might not want to eat, but my dog has to eat. Correct. So it's like they genuinely like save my life like every single day. True. I love them so much. They're so perfect, and literally it makes me so mad. Like the like rep that like Pitties get, because he is literally the sweetest dog I think I've ever met in my entire life. Like literally just wants to like be held, like cuddled, like snuggled up on. I love dogs. I love dogs.
A big dog, a big cuddly dog.
A big cuddly dog is my favorite.
Okay, so sweet. Yeah, love.
Dante, you're perfect. We love you so much.
So I'm about to talk to these people.
He is. He watching this house real good.
Oh my goodness. What are your biggest goals right now? You just moved into a new place. Is this your first time living alone?
So yeah. So this
like without yeah.
This would be my first time. And it wasn't really planned. Like I said, I got booted about, but that's okay. That's okay. It really does happen to the best of us. And I think it's like a right of way to like just being like a baddie. True. So it wasn't like planned at all, but like I gotta figure it out, and that's like the only thing. And it's like I'm gonna succeed and like do what
you need to do
and do what I need to do. Like my business will boom in Chicago, so it's okay. Yeah, and I have to like put it on pause for right now to just rebuild and like figure myself out. But I think that's like my biggest goal is just like get myself like steady, figure things out. And then like get my dog sitting business up and running, because I want to do that full time. Yeah, I don't really want to go back to school. If I did, I would do I would want to learn like canine nutrition and like dog behavior and stuff like that. Cool. but I wanted to be a teacher, and in this political climate, I fear.
Yeah, me too.
I'm
I
not
fear
strong
for like
enough.
any. Yeah, it's a little scary. We looked, me and one of my coworkers, I forget why, but we were looking up like a government website, and it is like full of propaganda. Like just like Biden did this and that, and it was like a .gov website, and I was like, oh, he talked about it a little bit more than I did. He was like, I knew that things were bad, but I didn't know there was like propaganda on government websites bad. And I was like, same.
The way they removed
like
the T from like the LGBT on like one of like the government like travel things, I was like,
cool.
This is gonna like help our economy.
Yeah,
this is like gonna like
thank God.
Thank God, you guys. The like
Thank
three trans athletes can't play. Wow.
Oh my God. The Olympics stuff too. Did you see that?
It's so disgusting. It is so disgusting. I'm like, you guys, especially like, oh my God, especially with like trans people, especially, oh my gosh, like I don't know if you've ever seen like TikToks like this, but it's like that family guy audio. It's like Lois Griffin, and she's like, I guess I'm not woke. That is not shit. That is the funniest audio, right? But so many people used it to be transphobic, and I was like, y'all just gotta ruin it. And it's always like when the he him in quotation marks that doesn't bind with like his chest all out and like pink hair or like that all this. I'm like, you've never encountered someone like that.
Never,
not once. And oh my goodness, take my hand. Trans people don't have to adhere to what you think
your comfortability.
Yeah, your comfortability. Like, yeah, I've met so many like feminine trans guys who like don't bind and like wear skirts and like all the things. I don't misgender. Correct. He told me his name was blank and that he goes by he him pronouns. Okay, word. That's all I gotta know.
Correct. Thank you for informing me.
Like, thank you. Amen.
Love. What? So, yeah. Do you have any questions for me? Anything you want to know?
Yes, Boogie. I was just like, what is like? I feel like you've lived like 9 different lives.
Yeah, true.
And, like, the true. Of, like, such short amount of times.
Yeah.
What do you think is like the biggest takeaway, kind of like as you're like versus like starting out like adulting, and then like kind of like where you are now?
Yeah,
and the experiences you've like gone through.
I was really lucky. I got a resident manager position when I was 20. And so that allowed me to live in an apartment for the first time by myself at 20. Whoa. Yeah. So like sort of crazy, very grateful. But I didn't know how to grocery shop. I like there's so much. Yeah, there's so much of like the monotony of being an adult that isn't already just like you're not like born programmed with it, you know? So I don't know, that sort of stuff over the years. And like that goes with budgeting, that goes with like all of that stuff. Like you're a young adult. And so I think it takes like, I don't know, at least 5 or 6. I don't know. I'm just starting to feel comfortable as an adult. And like, I don't know, I still don't feel super comfortable, but I'm just finally being like, oh, I think I sort of know how to handle things. Okay. So it takes a while, I guess.
Don't rush the process.
Yeah. And like, I feel like it's taken me a while. And I, like you said, I've lived 9 lives. Yeah. So like, I think it can take even longer, you know, like, I don't know. It's hard. And I wouldn't, when there's opportunities that arise, even if it doesn't seem like the most like logical thing to do, I think you should just go for it. Yeah. Like, cause that's what I don't know. If I'm like, hey, y'all want to host me while I yap, and people are like, I guess, yeah, sure, come to the house, I guess. I'm like, okay. So like, I don't know, the worst that people are gonna say or no is no usually. So you have to ask. It's crazy what you can get by just like asking for it. you know.
That is a skill I have yet to learn.
It's really hard, but it's been fun over the last year or so trying. Right. So I don't know.
Good for you, Pookie.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been having fun. I'm so glad you came. Thank you.
I'm so happy to come. Oh my goodness, I'm so grateful.
Oh my god, I don't know what the people have like asked me of like what you're looking for with guests, and so I don't know. I'm like, I think we all have very interesting stories,
right?
And like I don't know, the more that we learn about each other, the more we're all gonna care about one another. You know what I mean? So very grateful that you're here. So thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm literally so grateful, and this was so exciting. I literally couldn't stop yapping to Bailey about it. I was like, "Oh my god, look at the questions! Are you so
exciting? Oh my god! So thank you. Okay, thank you. Love you guys. Bye.